Okay, I'm glad you're here. I get a lot of questions about this, and let me tell you, I get mixed reviews on this. You're going to hear different opinions on this, but I feel that working as a local hire in another city, if you can, may be beneficial to your career. Now, look, I'm gonna get a lot of nah, that's not fair. You're not supposed to tell people to do that. That's not cool. I'm gonna get a lot of that. But I would not tell you to do something that I haven't done myself. So I'm going to tell you how it worked out for me. And I'm talking to actors and stunt performers on this one. Making sure you're keeping things respectful. You still have to do what you feel is best for you. Okay? Let's discuss what local hire means. Okay, local hire means that you are local to that city. So if a production is filming in LA and you live in LA, you're a LA local hire. If production is filming in New York and you live in New York, you're a New York local hire. Get it? If you're a SAG-AFTRA member, if you're in the union and you live in LA and production's filming in New York and you book it, whether it's stunt or acting, your stunt coordinator calls you and wants you for the job that's shooting in New York and you live in LA, union states that they have to fly you out. They will pay for your first class airfare travel because there's a particular certain amount of miles that if you fly, it must be first class. So LA to New York qualifies for that. So from LA to New York, they must fly you first class. They must give you car service from your house to the airport. They must give you car service from the airport to the location, your lodging where you're going to stay, whether it's a hotel or Airbnb. They must pay for the hotel or the Airbnb, and they give you per diem every day, Monday through Friday. If you're there for longer than a week, if you're there for a month, you don't get paid on the weekends, but Monday through Friday you get paid and you get per diem. Okay? Now, if you are union and if the production is union, and again, if you live in LA and production's in New York, and when you audition as an actor or when you submit yourself as a stunt performer and you say, yeah, I'm a New York local hire, and you know you live in LA, when you do this, that means you are claiming to be a local hire. We're going to call it that for the sake of this course so you can understand what it is. We're going to say that you're claiming to be a local hire. If you book the job, you will fly yourself to New York. You will get your own lodging, your own transportation, and there will be no per diem. You will take care of your own food. But sometimes there's benefits to this. You have to be the judge on if this situation works best for you. There's a lot of people that have done this and it has worked for them. Okay, now seeking a job in a town that you don't live in or a state that you don't live in can be very costly, right? So you have to weigh the options on whether or not this is the right thing for you to do at this time in your career. Is the role worth it? Is the role worth it? Is the stunt job worth it? If it's not, then don't sweat it. Okay, so there are a lot of benefits to this. Okay, one of the benefits are you just open yourself up to a whole nother geographical space to find work in, right? That's a benefit. You're not just staying local to the auditions that are in New York or to the stunt jobs that are happening in New York. You're opening yourself up to things that are happening in New York, LA, wherever. And you have more opportunities that are available to you. Again, within reason. Doesn't mean it submits for stuff that's all over. I'm not telling you to do that. If the role is right for you, if the character is who you are, if it's something you know, like that is me, consider doing so. Consider submitting yourself for that. Within reason. Same thing for the stunts. If you know that if they're looking for someone that rides horses and they got to ride through a real dense trail, and you know that, and they have to do tricks on the horse, this is what you do, submit yourself for it, because it makes sense. We're only going to do what makes sense, right? So let's not forget, when you book a job that's union, even if you work in another city, you still get residuals. And we said residuals are king, right? So we know that even though if we fly ourselves out there, we pay for our own flight, food, lodging, transportation, and everything, and we get paid, we get a contract, because if we're on that job for at least a week, and we know that the contract is going to cover all that pay, don't forget you get residuals too. So you'll be getting paid for this job years to come. That's another benefit for it. Another thing is that you have to look at it like you're building your resume, you're building your experience, you're expanding your network of people that you know. That's always a positive. The more people you know in this business, the further you will get. That is true, 100%. Even though you're going to hear a lot of back and forth and controversy about this topic, let me tell you my experience. I booked an acting role on a film called Best of Enemies. I auditioned for it. I was living in LA at the time. The production was filming in Atlanta. I submitted myself for it. I put my audition on tape. I booked it. I got a call back. I put my audition on tape. I got a call back. The call back was where? In Atlanta. Now, you have to decide, is it worth it? Is it worth it for you to fly out for a callback? For me, I felt like it was. I knew the movie was going to have a major release. I knew the stars of the movie was Sam Rockwell and Tarji P Henson. I knew that my scene was with Taraji P Henson and Sam Rockwell. And I also had more than one scene. My character in one of my scenes was a very important scene in the film, so I knew it wouldn't get cut out the film because it kind of helped move the story along. So I knew that this role was not going to get cut. Now the scene can get shortened, but altogether, I was not going to get cut out, and I knew that. So it was worth it for me. I flew myself out to Atlanta. I did the callback. I booked the role. I flew myself out there to actually film the role, and I have friends in Atlanta. Not a big deal. Stay with my friends, got to kick it with my friends, pay for my own food, my own flight, all that stuff. Wasn't a big deal. I still get residuals for that film today. It's on Netflix, and it's playing and playing, and while it's playing and playing, I'm getting paid and paid. It was worth it for me. I did the same thing as a stunt performer on Marvel's Captain America, the Civil War. I did stunts on that. Submitted myself as a local hire. It was filming in Atlanta. I was living in LA. I did the same thing for Fast and Furious, Fast 7. I did that. I worked on that as a stunt performer. Those two gigs, the Marvel and the Fast Furious, earned me a SAG award nomination. Now you tell me if it was worth it or not. So when people say that's not right, you shouldn't do that. If you're not local, you shouldn't. Listen, you have to do what's right for you in this business. You know, it's the business. You have to listen to your gut. The bottom line when it comes to claiming to be a local hire, it can create more opportunities for you. Remember, within reason, there is no one rule for anything. Go out, be coachable, be open to hear what people have to say, but do what makes sense for you in your life, in your career at this time. Don't forget to go to the resource page and check out all the links and information that we have there. We often update that page with new stuff as this industry keeps changing and moving forward. We want to continue to give you all the information, all the tools that you need.